Good evening and welcome to yet another edition of Gridiron Weekly. We had a good week on our picks. We had some good football going. I'm joined by my two hosts, Mr. John and Mr. Bill. How are we tonight?
Good,
Doing
guys.
good.
How you doing?
Doing
Awesome.
good.
And thanks to Billy's expert polling services, I found out another place where we're number one. Isla Santiago, part of the Galapagos Islands. We are number one there. It's unbelievable. Bill, this polling service you're using is incredible. I mean, it finds remote places where they're not that inhabited, but man, they love our show.
Yeah.
There might
Pollsters.
be 100 people on that island, but they listen to us.
Pollsters.com.
Yeah.
Did you listen to us, Bill? All right, we had a great weekend. We had lots of fun watching college football. We're going to start this one off with John, Week 5 roundup, and I just put in there because I'm not a Penn State fan. Not so happy Valley. So, John, lead us off.
Yeah.
Talk about a couple games. Leave some meat on the bone for Billy.
Yeah, I'll give you a couple. We'll start in Happy Valley. There's another one again. But Franklin's going to have more opportunities to win a big game. He's going to have those chances this year. And my thing is with him, I don't know when is enough, right? I mean, after he's going to have another chance. He'll have Ohio State. Chances are he'll have another chance in a playoff situation, I would think, maybe. I mean, he's got chances to make up for this Oregon loss, which I'll tell you, that's tough. It's at night. It's the whiteout, the whole thing, and you still can't get it done. It's just kind of, that's got to be disheartening to everyone involved, I would think, to lose that. The crowd did their part. Everyone did their part, but them. There's Penn State. The next one, I guess I would, I got to talk, Alabama, Georgia, great game again, as usual. I mean, that game could be played every week as far as I'm concerned. It's always a good one. And, Alabama's, they're getting better as the year goes on. So I guess that's a good thing for them. They really feel that way to me. Like they're finding a running game a little bit. Simpson looks okay. Looks good, actually. More than okay. If Williams could be, that wide receiver, I guess he needs to mature a little bit. But if he does, I mean, he is special. I mean, you can tell he's got the tools to be like certainly a top 10 pick, maybe if someone wants a wide receiver that high.
Yeah,
I think he just has to grow up a little bit.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. And you're right, he really does have loads and loads of talent.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about Alabama and their up and down, though. I mean, they come out like gangbusters. They let them get back in the game. I mean, what's their prognosis for you for the rest of the season?
I mean, they did it reminded me of last year game, very similar. I don't know. This week will be interesting. Get Vanderbilt. Let's see. They should handle Vanderbilt. They need to handle them and then take care of their business. Oh God, I don't know. I don't want to go as crazy as everyone has. I think people are falling back into, as if things were, the problems aren't what they were before this game against Georgia. But I just like how they look like they're getting better. I think DeBoer is getting. Everything just looked really. I don't know. It was the first time I looked at them under DeBoer that I thought, you know what, this looks like Alabama. They used to, against Georgia, sometimes they'd have that tussle back and forth, and they came out on top with it. So maybe he's settling in. I don't know, man. This week is going to be a big one to tell me more.
Oh yeah, no doubt. All right, Billy, jump in there, buddy.
Well, I mean, there was a lot of good games this week. Like I said, Penn State and Oregon, that was, here we go again with Franklin. I mean, what's it going to take for this guy to you know what I mean? I mean, this guy, he loses way too many games, big games. I mean, he has just lost just handful after handful of big games in his tenure. He really has. I mean, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what it's.
They have enough money to buy him out. You're right, and after a while, that's what sunk Pry at Virginia Tech. He was 5-21, which I think Franklin's 4-21.
Well, listen, I think Penn State's a good team. I think they have a lot of talent. I mean, they really do. But I just think I don't know. I don't like his arrogance. I mean, I know every coach is arrogant, but he takes it to another level. He thinks he's a great coach, and he thinks he's just like the best coach, ever. Since freaking Bobby Bowden. And he's average. He really is. He makes a lot of mistakes. And I don't know. I just, like I said, he loses big game after big game. Alabama and Georgia was great. I like Ty Simpson, man. That kid. I think Alabama's starting to get, like John said. I think they're getting better as the season progresses. They looked good. I mean, Georgia looked good too. I mean, it was a close game, great game. I mean, very fun game to watch. I was happy to see Old Miss beat LSU. F Brian Kelly. I thought that they looked good.
Really, I got it ready. I have it ready.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So,
all right.
Illinois and USC. I mean, I still don't think that that Illinois is. I mean, I don't know. I mean, what are they? I mean, I don't know what they are. I mean, USC's not that. Wasn't I don't know.
They weren't that good. Yeah, I was surprised. I thought USC would be better. I can't believe you guys didn't talk. I tried to talk all of you into picking Virginia over Florida State.
Yeah.
I had a feeling. I tried to get either one of you to bite. Neither one of you had bid on it, and they go into.
Should have took an over under how many kids were going to get trampled. Yeah.
That was insane. It really truly was insane. To have a mass casualty event at a freaking football game because, and I don't have any problem with them storming the field. I think they just need to wait. Put the rope around like they do in other sports and just have them wait. You have enough security there.
At least let the team get off the freaking
exactly
field.
Right.
I mean, that's just common sense,
Yeah.
But
you're eventually going to have another LeGarrette Blount, right?
Yeah, it seems like society we don't have much common sense anymore.
Yeah, but remember LeGarrette Blount punching the kid in the face?
Yeah.
The player.
I mean, if I was a player, I mean, I would. Whoever's coming at me, I'm more than likely I'm going to be bigger than them. I'm dropping them. I'm seeing how many I can drop.
Well, that defensive back was sitting down, and he just got, tidal wave.
Yeah, and I'm seeing how many I can drop, and I'm keeping tally, and I'm gonna let them know in the locker room. Hey guys, I dropped 21 out there. Dropped 20,
do you remember remember Larry Bird at Boston Garden when they won? How many people he took out running out? Remember that clip?
Yeah,
where he's running, just nailing people in the face to get
ready for the court. Yeah, I mean, hey, it's that should. I mean, hey, it's security police. They're there to protect the players. Right. And I'm sorry when you fail to do your job, then as a player, I gotta step up and handle business. And I'm sorry, like I said, I'd be taking kids out left and right. So
yeah, and eventually somebody's gonna get really hurt, and they're gonna have to relook at it. And nobody's saying stop storming the field. Just for the love of God, put the massive amount of security you have there, and just circle the field. Let them get out. It's not a big deal. The kids can have the fun because you want kids to do that, but you've got to wait till those other teams get off. Let the coaches meet. Let the other teams get off, and then have at it.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I just think it's a little too dangerous. All right, so let's go move on to our second point, and William, we're going to start us off. Billy, is there a team out there in college football that we're not paying attention to, we're not talking about it, that we should be or should be watching? Have you noticed any trends in these teams that are in the lower ranks that hey, they're really good, they might vault up? Go ahead, Billy.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think Ole Miss is it kind of jumps off the page at me, right off the bat. I mean, they surge into the top 5. I mean, are you saying? I mean, what are you talking? Are we talking outside the top 25? Or what are we talking? What's the criteria?
I'm talking the lower part of the rankings, say like 15 to 25. Any of those you think that we're not paying enough attention to that are worthy of our time to talk about? Anybody?
No, not really. Okay. I mean, I think Ole Miss and Oregon to me right now are kind of surging, and they're kind of that under the radar team. Maybe somebody would say, well, they're like, they've been in the top 10. I don't know. I just think that they're.
I like those 2 picks. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think both those teams to me are starting to kind of, they kind of like just hanging around. Yeah, they're good. Yeah, they and now they're kind of like they're up. Both of them have surged their way into the top 5. So
yeah, and that's perfect. That's exactly the kind of answer. That's 7,000 points for you, Billy. Go ahead, John.
Mississippi State. I mean, they're 4-1. They lost in overtime to Tennessee, but they beat Arizona State, and Arizona State's ranked, and they're not. I think that's doesn't make sense to me. I think Mississippi State's one to watch. I mean, they're going to have a ton of opportunity to win big games, possibly in the SEC. One team that I always see, and this is going to be ridiculous. They always catch my eye because of the helmet. This is terrible. I'm like a dope. But the helmet that Memphis wears, and I always pay attention to Memphis. And then I saw that they beat Arkansas, and they're 5-0. They're not bad, and I wouldn't want to play them. And I might want to be careful with them. And I'm a little bit with Louisville too. Another 4-0. There's some few of these teams, man, that I don't know. They kind of you got to be careful. Just be careful. But Memphis looks good, and Mississippi State was one that I thought should be in the top 25.
What do you guys make of the Mormons? BYU 4-0.
Yeah.
I mean, Mizzou is the one I had my eye on. You know, they're 5-0, 19th in the country. I mean, they have to face the gauntlet of the SEC soon. But I love all those answers. Mississippi State should be ranked. You know, do we make anything of Virginia? I mean,
it was a hell of a win.
No,
it was only their fifth.
I mean, it was a hell of a win, but I mean, no, I don't make anything of that.
I don't know what happens this week. Yeah.
I mean, I would have had Mississippi State
to see more
before I would have had Virginia, quite frankly.
And if they can keep Haynes King healthy, right? Georgia Tech sitting there at 5-0.
Yeah, I mean that's another team too. You know,
well, it seems to win. You know, they just need that. They need that season where they put 11 wins in, go to the ACC championship, something like that. I mean, that's exactly what they need to vault that program. But I thought those were excellent decisions. All right, John, you're going to get the first crack at the brand new AP poll. What are your thoughts on that poll?
Well, like I just had said, I thought Arizona State shouldn't be there and Mississippi State should be. Other than that, I mean, everything.
We make Ohio State at number one. Were you pleased with the win over Washington? It was close for a while.
Yeah. I mean, defensively, I think they're better than last year. I really do. I think they're a better team defensively, minus Jim Knowles. I think this is as good of they might be as good as last year. But if Bo Jackson, the new running back that they've kind of all of a sudden found, if he actually becomes the kind of running back to complement the other guy, then they'll be back to what they had last year. I'm pretty happy with what's going on up there. I mean, we'll see. They play Minnesota. They should handle them pretty easily. Ole Miss being number 4 is great, right? I mean, that's my favorite quarterback in all of football is there doing what he's doing. And Trinidad Chandler.
How can you have Oklahoma at 5?
Yeah.
I know they were on a bye week and they didn't win or lose, but I mean, you know the fact that he's not there for 4 weeks.
I know.
Yeah.
I know you probably can't down, put a team further, down the ranking because the star quarterback's not there, but I mean, they're in trouble.
Yeah. And Texas, they are begging. They need this team they won't take them out of the top 10. It's not going to happen. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what happens. I don't know how Alabama's ahead of them. I don't know. But yeah, I was just looking at them. They don't belong there. They just don't. They're not good. They're not good yet. They're not good enough yet. Maybe they will be, but I don't think they are. And LSU fell a long way. They fell all the way to 13. That was a hell of a drop. They got bounced pretty good. So
the biggest drop was Florida State. They lost 10 spots.
Yeah, and they should. And now they got Miami coming up. They should lose. They should have beat Virginia. You got to beat Virginia. I mean, if you're going to be serious, you got to beat Virginia. You can't let that happen. So it makes you feel like it's the old Florida State of last year.
Yeah, biggest climber was Ole Miss up 9 spots. All right, Billy, jump in there, Bubba.
Well, I mean, I agree. I don't think Oklahoma should be at number 5 on a bye week, and given do they not know that the quarterback's injured? Is that? I mean, is that like a? I mean,
you can't ignore that. I don't care who you
are. Yeah, I mean,
hearing Reed, your eyes they have to tell you something,
Well, it's not like your long snapper's hurt; it's your quarterback.
Right.
I mean, it's just I don't understand. Why you would? I don't get it. That's a big time head scratcher to me. I'd like them to explain themselves on that one.
Totally
I agree. Texas, what the hell is Texas doing at number 9? Like, enough is enough.
Right, man.
Okay,
It's crazy.
Yeah, they're not a very good team. Okay, they're just not. Okay, regardless of what you think, they're just not.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys something. Do you think Alabama was was worthy of going 7 spots the whole way up to 10
Let me
Let
look.
me see.
with that win against Georgia? I'm just asking. I'm just throwing
So
it out there.
well, dude, they would have jumped Tennessee pretty much. LSU. Yeah. No, they went up pretty high. That is a good point. That is a pretty big jump.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like a pretty big jump to me on
Well,
that.
we're gonna find out because they have Vanderbilt, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
in
They'll be dragged right the hell back out if they lose
Yeah.
again.
I
Yeah.
mean, I'm tired of seeing Texas there. You know,
Yeah, me too.
I'm tired of seeing it. You know, um,
Yeah, I mean,
L-
I don't think they're really
LSU,
Texas Tech.
huh?
Said I don't think Alabama or Texas can beat Texas Tech.
Me
Yeah.
neither.
So
I
I mean,
agree.
LSU falls to 13. You know, I would have liked to see them maybe fall a little bit more. Um, maybe another 9 spots, maybe if they, you know.
It's coming.
I mean, Florida. That was a bad loss. I mean, I mean, you shouldn't have lost that game.
of course, yeah,
You know, but
yeah, should not have
Georgia.
lost.
I mean, hey, let me ask you this. You know, when you look at this, do you think Georgia should be at number 12 and Texas is still at 9? I mean, I don't think so. I
I
mean,
mean, Georgia has something that travels. They have defense. Their defense is good. You know, they and Alabama has their number. It's one of those games. I think Georgia's defense could probably beat
Tennessee.
Tennessee. Yeah, I think they could beat everybody below
Yeah.
them.
And I think Tennessee could beat Texas if we could see that game.
Yeah,
So I don't.
I don't think
They should be with Vanderbilt right now. Texas.
Texas A&M is probably the best team in Texas. I mean, if
Yeah.
they did the Texas Cup, you got A&M, you got Texas Tech and Texas. Man, that'd be some.
well, and they just beat Auburn too. I mean,
Yeah, I mean Auburn
Yeah.
was up and coming. You know,
yeah.
so it's gonna be very very interesting as the SEC beats on itself. It really is.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to be able to keep ranking these teams like Texas up in the 10, and we're picking that game. They got a tough game. I don't care what anybody says. They have a tough game coming up. They really do. All right, with all the injuries and all the games that have played, the Heisman odds have changed. John, you start us off. Who's in your top 5? I'll give you what they have on the betting odds right now. Number 1 is Dante Moore, followed by Ty Simpson, followed by Carson Beck, followed by Jeremiah Smith, and followed by your favorite Trinidad Chambliss. So who do you have? What do you think?
I got Moore. Dante Moore, number 1. He had some moments in that Penn State. That's a big win to go to Penn State at night and all that. That's nice. He had a great game with 248, 3 touchdowns. You get some rushing yards. That's a good day. Ty Simpson too, another one. Good day, couple to 3 touchdowns. In a huge game. Carson Beck, okay, he's got to look a little better for me. I thought last game that was a little bit shaky. So let's see what happens in a big game this weekend. Trinidad Chambliss is good. I really, really like him. I think for me, he could be. Well, we'll see. He's going to have many more chances to be number 1 in this. But I put him in there, and after that, I'm really torn. I don't know. The guy from Indiana, I guess I'd throw him in there. I can't put Jeremiah Smith in. I don't know why. I just will not. I don't even bother with him. I just don't even. I don't. I guess too, watching as much as I watch of them, I don't know. I'm not. He's great. I think he's going to be an incredible pro. I don't know if he's going to have the numbers.
That breakout game yet?
And I don't think it's going to. It may not happen this year with the way they play. They're winning games 23-6. I mean, he's not gonna. He may not have that.
He's not going to light the scoreboard up, but I agree. And I honestly, I would like to see more non-quarterbacks in there personally. But all right, William, you're up, sir.
Okay, so pretty much like John. I mean, to me, Dante Moore, he's been consistent. You go into Happy Valley, you come out with a win. You knew it was going to be tough to go in there. It's a hard place to play. Day, night, whatever. You went in there, you beat Penn State. You slew the Dragon, 248 yards, 3 touchdowns, like John said. I like Chambliss. I would probably put him at number 2 I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of torn at number 3. Whether it's Fernando Mendoza, I still think he's a good quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean, I think very unexpected breakout star, kind of surprising offense.
I knew that game was going to be tough in Iowa. I knew it was.
Yeah, surprising. I mean, yeah, and that was a big win too. I mean,
Yes.
you go into Iowa and win. So I would probably put Fernando there, and I'd probably have Ty Simpson in there as well. I mean, I think that 276 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. Has not thrown an interception yet this season. And then I'm really kind of torn between Aguilar and Carson Beck.
Beck didn't have
it was kind of less, huh?
I agree. Beck didn't have a great outing. Go ahead.
No, he was less impressive in week 4, so I would probably throw Aguilar in there. So
the only thing I can see with Dante Moore, he's light. He's slight of build. I'd like to see him play at a little bigger level. I mean, but he's young; he'll get there. And I think Mendoza's always got something to say, right? And Diego Pavia, man, Diego Pavia, that kid has whatever it is, he has it. He's got moxie. This upcoming game with Alabama, I'll give you my thoughts on a little bit about it, but it harkens back to that game, and you guys all remember it when Johnny Football went in there, Johnny Manziel, and it was one of the best college performances I've ever seen going into Alabama and winning.
Yeah.
So I think that kid's got it, and maybe they win in Alabama. I don't know. And it's just littered with quarterbacks all the way down. I know there's position players out there that are having great years. We focus so much on the offense. There's got to be players out there. I'll do a little bit more research next time and see who's number 1 in D end and D tackle and all that stuff, and interceptions wise. But yeah, I mean, I gotta agree with you guys, man. It's quarterbacks, and there are a lot of them. They're not fantastic though. All right, here we go, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, fathers, sons, mothers, daughters. It's the time to pick the games. Time to make you money. So we're going to go over the Bill. You're 13-15. You're almost at 500. Great job, John. You're slaying it at 19-9. It's pretty darn impressive. So here we go, Billy. This is your chance to fight back at the David and Goliath. So let's see if Billy can do it. Billy, you're going to start us off. We have number 16 Vanderbilt going to Alabama. Alabama's getting 10.5. Give me uno momento, per favore, and see if the line has changed at all. Let's see. Has the line changed? I don't think it has changed at all. It has not. Go ahead, Billy.
Oh, I'm going to go with Alabama.
Why?
I'm going to go with Alabama. I don't know. It's going to be tough.
A great speech about Pavia. I'm trying to help you guys.
Yeah, I don't see it. I think they're really kind of riding the success right now, and I don't know. I know Vanderbilt is 5-0, Alabama's 3-1, but I don't know. I don't see it.
All right.
And I tell you what, Alabama wants a little bit of revenge too.
Last year, baby.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I agree. Go ahead, John.
I was gonna say Vandy with the points, but you know what? Maybe it's time. Alabama's got to beat them and beat them handily. I'm gonna go with Alabama, and they cover.
All right, John, put that Pop-Tart down. You're up next, brother. We have UVA at 24 at Louisville. UVA is not even getting – UVA is a road dog. 6.5 points to Louisville. I watched Louisville and Pitt. I don't know about Billy's reaction. Louisville was nowhere near as good as we thought they were, Billy.
No. I mean, I'm Miller Moss. I don't know, man. He's not he's not as.
I mean, they did beat Pitt, but Pitt really, truly, again, imploded, as Billy said.
Pitt beat themselves.
Yes.
Pitt beat themselves again. Again.
No doubt about that. But we got UVA fresh in the rankings going to Louisville. John, who gets that win?
I'm going to take the points in Virginia.
Ooh, I like me likey. Plus the points. Billy.
I'm going to go with Louisville in this.
Louisville for Billy. I mean, they're getting 6.5 on the 24 team in the country. I don't know. I don't know that UVA can get that done. I really don't. All right, Billy, put your lollipop down. You're up next, sir. You got a game where I really thought that game day should have gone to, other than going to frickin' Alabama again. You have number 3 Miami, only a 4.5 point road favorite, going to number 18 FSU. I'm just going to check and see if that has changed at all, because I'd be shocked if it changed, because that means some big money. Nope, it has not changed, Billy. Who's winning that game? The Battle of Florida.
Well,
A tough one, man.
Well, judging what I saw with Florida State, I don't know. I don't know if they're the sure pick right now. I'm going to go with Miami on this one.
Me for Billy. What do you got, John?
Oh, Carson Beck needs a Heisman moment somewhere here. Maybe he'll be here. I'll go with the both. I told you I think Miami's offense and defensive lines are probably the best in the country, so I'll go with them.
All right, John. Put down your glasses and think about this one really hard.
We got Fritzy chiming in Miami.
Yeah, well, Fritzy, he worked at Florida with the Gators for a long time.
Yeah.
And Daniel Berry says, happy Thursday. Happy Thursday, brother. All right, John, you're up, sir. You got a humdinger to pick here, buddy. You've got Iowa State University going to Cincinnati, and Cincinnati's a 1.5-point home favorite. I don't know how. I know Iowa State has its two defensive backs are out. I'm just checking to see if this has changed. If Iowa State gets any, because they're undefeated and they look good. They have a great quarterback. I can't believe it must be an early game. Come on, where the heck? Go ahead. I'm just looking. Keep going.
I mean, yeah, when it seems too easy, it just makes me wonder. Because they know what they're doing usually over there when they're setting these lines. So I'm a little. Oh, God. I'll go with Iowa State, but if I take a loss, I won't be surprised. I'll go with Iowa State.
Yeah, they know something. I totally agree with you. Go ahead, Bill.
Iowa State.
Really, that quickly? Why?
Yeah. 5-0 against 3-1.
All right, William, put that pen down, sir. This game, I think, is going to be tougher than everybody thinks. You have the number 9 team in the country. We don't know how. Texas going to Florida, and Texas is a 6.5-point favorite. Oh, it fell by 2 points, 2 whole points. It's now 4.5 points. Ooh. That is a lot of money coming in on Florida. Who do you got, Billy?
Well, I got I got Texas. I got Texas.
I can't say 2 points is huge. That's a lot of money to move that line. They got to know something. But the over/under is terrible too. It's 42.5.
Right.
That's a 21-21 game. It's
3-1 versus 1-3.
Yeah.
Even though they're going on the road, they're gonna have a little bit of a stretch away from the, on the road. But I don't know. I'm gonna go with Texas.
All right, John. What do you think?
And what's Texas is -4 now? Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, -4.5. It came down 2 whole points.
Yeah, I think Sarkisian himself. They should be able to cover this. I'll go with Texas.
Wow. All right, we don't do this often, but I don't have a graphic. Woo! We got a bonus pick. Ready? You guys weren't prepared for this one. Clemson going to North Carolina. Clemson is 1-3, and they're getting 14.5 as a road favorite to UNC. Start us off, John. Clemson at UNC.
Oh God.
14.5.
Clemson better beat them. They stink. So Clemson should beat the hell out of them. If they don't, fire him before he leaves the state. Fire Dabo immediately, because that team stinks.
Driving as soon as they cross over the
state.
Bring him to another state and leave him.
Make him arrange his own way home. Yeah.
Oh they've got to cover. They've got to fight back. They cover it. They win by 28.
Ooh, Billy.
Yeah, I mean, if this is a bounce back game for Clemson, I don't know what it is. I mean, this is your, Dabo. I would tell you what, it's not good for him right now.
No.
But
what if he loses this game? Seriously, what if he loses?
Yeah,
got to be fired.
Yeah. Got to be, right?
Yeah.
You can't start off 1-4 when you were one of the top teams in the country.
I'm gonna go with Clemson in this one. I'm gonna go with Clemson.
You think they cover?
14.5?
Yeah.
No, I don't think they cover. No, I don't. No.
I love that.
That's way too much. Jeez. That's
Yeah, I love that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is now where we transition. We don't have great transition music because we spend all our money on the polling. So we're going into the NFL now, where the boys play every day. They're playing right now. They play every day of the week. Blah, 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 blah. All right, William, sir, you're going to start us off in the week 4 review and leave a little bit on the meat on the bone for John. I just put in Bengals, yikes, because wow. Go ahead, Billy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there were some good games. I thought the Tampa Philadelphia game was pretty good. The battle of undefeated teams. I mean, I called that last week. I thought that was going to be Tampa's first loss.
You nailed it, buddy.
Yeah. I mean, Giants won their first game, which I was a little bit surprised by.
Shocked.
I Jackson Dart didn't do too bad, really. I mean, I think did pretty good in his first debut. I don't know. I thought that Rams game was pretty good. I thought that I mean the Colts could have won that game. I mean it was a close game. Yeah, I mean I was a little bit shocked that Jacksonville went to San Francisco and beat them. Handing them their first loss. Another close game, 4 points.
Yeah.
John, your Bears beating the Raiders. Getting that late block field goal there in the final minute to secure that one. I mean, hey, we were talking about the battle of 1 and 3. Kansas City and Baltimore. Somebody had to lose that. Baltimore's bad. I mean, they have really dug themselves a hole, and I mean, it's not good. I mean, they and their schedule is brutal. And I've said it, said it last night on our show. If there's ever a time that the Steelers have a kind of a, I'm not going to say an easy path, but a kind of a less strenuous path to winning that division, it's this year. I mean, my God, Green Bay and Dallas, that just was crazy. 40, I mean, God, that just, I don't know. Both those teams, it was a thriller, but a tie, all that for a tie, so.
Yeah,
and the Jets are terrible, guys. The Jets suck. The Jets are just god awful. I tell you what, I'm going to give Miami a little bit of credit. I don't know. They're playing a little bit better. They seem like they have a little bit more heart. And then, I got to give it to, my team obviously winning over in Dublin. But as we talked about last night, it shouldn't have got to that point.
Yeah.
I mean, you go into the fourth quarter 24-6, and you win by 3. I mean, it shouldn't have got that. You left. I said it. I said it last night. You left the door wide open for them, and they walked right back in that game. I mean, 15 unanswered points in the fourth quarter. You can't keep winning. You can't think you're going to win games like that week in and week out. It's just not going to happen. So,
all right, John, jump in there, buddy.
Yeah, I was really entertained on the morning game. I thought I'd like to thank the two teams for entertaining, because those games sometimes suck. That was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Second most watched international game.
It was enjoyable. It was a good one too. It was a good one. I loved it. It was a fun game. The pass to that 80-yard touchdown pass was great. The whole thing. Yeah, that was good. The Chargers, I think there's some red flags here. Now, this is the second game they haven't looked that great. They didn't look great against Denver, but won. And now they didn't look really. Losing to the Giants. I mean, I don't know, man. That's tough. And they only scored 18 points. So I think there's red flags there for them.
They got line problems too.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they keep on getting hurt. Yeah, they're
tackle now down to another left tackle.
Isn't Alt gone too now? Yeah.
Yeah.
The Bills struggled there for a little bit. The Saints, I give them credit. They really fought. I watched a little bit of it. They came in with one. I give them credit, and the head coach and everybody there. They really didn't want to get embarrassed. You could tell. They were there to win and to be an upset and to shut everyone up and the whole deal. And they played good. It was close. The other thing is,
stay on that game real quick, John.
Okay.
What is the local media saying about that? Especially because they've had 2 crappy teams come in there and shown off pretty much at their house. What's the local media? What's the buzz around that?
There's a little bit of concern. I mean, Travius White looks a little slow and things when he's out there, and he's got to start. They still want to, they did that stupid flea flicker play where Olave got picked off by Cole Bishop, but Cole Bishop's still a problem at safety for the Bills. I know that's something they always talk about wanting to address. James Cook, he's earning everything he got, so he looks great, and so that's about it. They're not too, you know how it is. They're going to be up here. They're going to need a loss. Like if the Patriots beat them this week, then we'll hear something. But right now, it's honeymoon time. It's just
seems like a season of destiny. Keep going.
Yeah. The Ravens are decimated with injury. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do. They've lost so many guys. I mean, Roquan, Lamar, Humphrey, Hamilton. I mean, and they weren't good before that. Before that, they couldn't play defense. So they're in big trouble to the point where they may not make the playoffs, where everyone thinks they're going to. They very well could miss because I don't know how long Cooper Rush isn't going to win games.
No team can sustain what they have sustained. It's impossible. The only player they had healthy was Hamilton, and he couldn't practice today. That was the only healthy player. That's 10 of 11 gone on defense.
Yeah.
Well, and it's not like you're replacing Lamar with Snoop Huntley or somebody that can, that's a dual threat quarterback. You're replacing him with Cooper Rush.
Right. Yeah.
That's why that's why you should go like for like. Go ahead, John.
No, I mean, the rest of them, the Packers game was stupid. The whole thing was crazy. I love seeing the Packers tie, so that's funny to me, especially with the Cowboys. I mean, the Cowboys, what are the Cowboys, too? They just, one thing they are is they can't play defense, I guess. They give up points left and right.
Yeah, but they can score, too.
Yeah, they could score. Yeah, except against the Bears, which is funny.
Right.
I don't understand that.
That's when CeeDee Lamb went down, so they had to bring, they had a whole week.
They were shook up. And the Broncos, the Bengals are, the Bengals are done. Everyone's done in that division. The Steelers, you want to talk about destiny? My God, it's their division.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said,
oh my God.
It's the path's pretty, it's pretty, it's not that hard to win,
No. I'm going to say this, and you guys you could tell me if I'm wrong. If Cleveland had any mediocre quarterbacking, maybe they could have a fight to win 8 games or 9 games. This is ridiculous. Yeah. I am glad to see Dylan Gabriel this week. I mean, it's better than what you've been seeing. Why not?
Right.
And who knows? But I'm sure he's going to get killed. That's a tough one. They're going over there to play a Vikings team that got beat, with that defense and the defensive coordinator. I'm sure that's kind of being set up for I can't believe they're going to put him in this situation. But
and correct me if I'm wrong, gentlemen. The Vikings they haven't left, right?
No,
they stayed over
there.
Yeah. So they're in
over there. Yeah, I mean,
so they're fully adjusted to the time difference. I mean,
they've been over there for many days.
Right.
All right, John, you're going to start us off on the next topic. We talked about all these teams. Who's on the hot seat? Who's getting the first pink slip? Do we see an in-season firing this year? You start us off.
Well, McDaniel, the Capri battle there, he won it. And sadly, before Tyreek Hill, that was a disgusting injury. It was terrible. Yeah. He had said that his coach was pissing. What did he say? He's pissing fire. He's pissing fire. Whatever the hell he was yelling about him, pissing fire. Well, they've been playing better. It looks like maybe he's taking it more seriously. I don't know. He should probably still be fired, but maybe he's not the first one. D'Amico Ryans, I think, should be on the hot seat because of the way C.J. Stroud has gone backwards and doesn't look good. He doesn't look anything close to what he was a year ago. So for me, he's number 1 on my list is Ryans. I would consider it because that quarterback is lost, and he is the head coach.
Another starting lineman away.
Yeah, the whole thing is lost, right? Yeah. And he's the one for me, I guess. Dable, is he? Here, can I say one thing? And then you guys can, and I'll let Bill get into this. I keep saying this about him, and maybe this goes for everybody. But we had a lot of people fired, so there's a lot of teams with first-year coaches. But then there's Dayball, but his team isn't good enough to win. I don't care what they do; they're not winning more than, you know what I'm saying. What's he going to do? It's firing him makes no sense. Is all I'm saying. Why? He has nothing to do with there. So I would. He's somebody who should go off the hot seat, and I'd like to put D'Amico Ryans on it.
There you go, Billy. You're up, buddy. What's up, party
Well,
people? Say hello to Mr. Bojarski, our fearless leader, or I should say peerless, our peerless leader in these tough times we're going through. We love him, though. Go ahead, Bill.
I want to. Part of me really wants to say about Brian Callahan. He's 0-4. I mean, they rank dead last in offense. I mean, they're going to get this kid killed. Cam Moore's going to be killed by the time he's done with this season. I mean, they're on pace to sack him 80 something times.
Yeah,
I mean, he's just but I mean, he's a first year coach. I mean, are they going to really do it? I don't know.
Who? Callahan?
Yeah,
he's not first year. He's been there 3 years. This is his third year. Yeah,
that's
he had
right.
Will Levis.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, that's right.
Fire him.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Fire him then. Fire his ass.
Fire him. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I got him mixed up with something. I don't
Me
know what I was
too.
thinking.
I was thinking
Yeah.
that too, bro.
I was thinking that I could have. Okay. All right. Never mind
Yeah.
then. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he's got to go. Canales, I'd say, probably got to go as well. Yeah.
Boy, that quarterback class is looking terrible now.
It's
There are
looking
only
bad.
2 of them. Woo.
Yeah. I forgot Callahan. Yeah, that's right. He is a third year guy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Dayball, maybe even Dayball. I mean, I don't think you can touch Zach Taylor right now, right? I mean,
I don't think so either. But I mean, what the heck?
I mean, I say this all the time. Stefanski to me is just I don't know. Like, I mean,
he's got 2 playoff wins. He's got a coach of the year. It's more than the Steelers got, and they
right. I mean, that's why I say I kind of pump my brakes on saying him.
Go ahead,
What the Bengals need to do is fire everyone. Like, not just the head coach, the people making the decisions. If they wanted to get better, I think they all got to go. So the whole thing is just terrible.
It is, and it's Brown, who's one of the he's up there with the Steelers as one of the cheapest owners in the league. I'm surprised they're doing all the renovations they're doing because man, that team is like. I agree with you guys. It's such a shit. They have so much talent on offense, and they have talent on defense too. They've got the guys got the most sacks in the last 2 years in the NFL, 34, 35. I mean, they have the talent. They can't get away from the injuries. Fire all the physios. I agree with you guys.
I'll tell you. Oh, go ahead, Bill.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say the T. Higgins signing should get someone fired because that just shouldn't have happened. I don't. That's goofy. You don't. What are you doing tying all that money up in those guys?
Yeah, I totally agree.
Mike McDaniel, I think, has done better in the last few weeks. But I think in order to really have a complete change of culture, you're going to have to get rid of him.
Definitely.
Even though he may be coaching, his approach to coaching may be a little different in these last couple weeks. But I still think, and if you really want to change that culture, that's just been soft, and
yeah,
mentally and physically not tough. You gotta change the regime.
You have to, because to break that moniker, that's such a horrible moniker to have on your team too. It just defeats. It draws down morale. Everything. It's crazy. All right, let's go with William here. William, we've been talking about all the time injuries. Who do you think? I mean, there's many choices. Who do you think is the worst? Because there's a couple up there that are bad.
I mean, I think Baltimore in recent weeks has become the worst. I mean, I really think San Fran too.
Yeah.
They've got a lot of guys hurt: Brock Purdy, Nick Bosa, George Kittle, Deebo Samuel, Rick Pearsall, Juwan Jennings. I mean, there's a lot of guys. Yeah. I mean, Deebo's gone. Deebo's in Washington. That's right.
But even with other injuries, I don't know how that team's going to compete. I really don't. Go ahead, Billy.
Who are you talking about?
The Ravens. Don't know how they're going to compete.
Yeah, no, I know. I mean, it's just they're not going to compete. I mean, that's the thing. They're not going to compete. I mean, it's
and the point we were talking about last night, which is I think is a very poignant point, is that they're not going from Lamar Jackson to a similar product. They're going from Lamar Jackson to a traditional drop back quarterback.
Yeah, that's completely different quarterback. You don't have that running, that dual threat dynamic anymore. Yeah, I mean it's completely. I mean, once you put him in there,
Yeah.
it completely changes the complexion of the offense.
It completely does. But what it also does, which is kind of cool, it makes 10% of the starting quarterbacks in the NFL red-haired. Because you have Sammy Darnold in Seattle, you got
Yeah.
Carson in Minnesota, and now you got the Red Rocket in Baltimore. But
Like I said, they've got a lot of problems. And I'll tell you what, it's not just injuries. I mean, that's the main thing. But I mean, how about Derrick Henry? I mean, his fumbles have just cost them. I mean, he's all of a sudden fumbling at a very troubling rate. Yeah, it's alarming, and it's just I mean, I don't know. It's just
and it goes
not.
to he only had 8 touches in Kansas City.
Yeah.
Part of that's the game got out of hand, but also part of it's probably in the mind of the offensive coordinator, Monken, that hey man, maybe I can't trust this guy as much.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, I mean, exactly. They can't, and I mean, it's just
which is troubling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, all right, John, can you think of any more? What are your thoughts on this?
Definitely. I mean, the Ravens, like I said, they were bad before the injuries. Now it's just going to get worse. The Chargers and that offensive line that you brought up, I forgot about that. Now guys are dropping, and that's tough because Herbert's going to get hit and the running game and all that. The Bears, I mean, eventually they got to get these defensive players back. T.J. Edwards and Tyler Gordon. Jalen Johnson's gone for the year, so they could use some of that. Hopefully after the bye, at least those two guys come back.
Right.
But mostly, I mean, Baltimore, San Francisco. I mean, I hate the Tyreek Hill injury was discussed. That was
brutal.
I hate to see those ones that was discussed. That was terrible. That was brutal. And
now he tore every ligament in his knee, ACL, DCL, MCL, LCL. He's not going to be the cheetah when he comes back. If he is, I mean, he's been blessed by God, because the cheetah requires to have at least a couple ligaments working. He's got none.
Right. Yeah. No. That's.
And here's the thing: they owe him at the beginning of the year. They owe him $10 or $12 million, and then a roster bonus. He's not going to be on the Dolphins. Somebody's going to get him for a song and a dance, because you're betting that his body's able to recover and that he's 90% of himself, right? But somebody's going to get him at a bargain basement price.
This is the same thing that Tariq Cohen had. I remember with the Bears.
They're going to get the Temu version of Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
they're going to go from Bloomingdale's to Temu.
And I mean, those are the ones, man. And San Francisco, I don't know how they're doing tonight, or they haven't even started yet, but
they started. They're up 14-0 in the second.
Oh, it doesn't matter then. Who the hell are they playing? The Rams are winning, or the 49ers winning?
Niners 14-0.
Wow.
Mac Jones looks like a freaking NFL really good quarterback again. I don't know what in the world
he can ball.
They love him. Yeah.
I mean,
and that's really who they wanted in that draft. They did not want the other kid. This is really this is where they put all their money into, was Mac Jones when they're scouting.
Wow.
And they ended up taking somebody who I don't even know where is he now? I don't even know.
Lance?
Yeah, I don't know where he is. Where is he?
Last time it was Dallas, I thought back.
Dallas. Yeah.
I don't know if he's still there.
Yeah, he's
Dallas,
still with Dallas.
And the other kid with the rocket arm. Joe Milton.
Yeah, Milton. Yeah.
Crazy. All right, let's go to our very next question, which we'll start with. John. John, this is what they always say in the NFL: don't start judging people until the preseason is over, meaning the first quarter of the season. It's over now, kids. John, who do you think? Are there any surprise teams? The good. Who do you think is going to get better? We know who's going to get bad. Most of the teams with terrible injuries, but go ahead and take a shot at that first, buddy.
Oh gosh, the Texans should be better than this. I mean, at 1-3, sitting here like this, I mean it shouldn't be this bad, and they're very disappointing to me, in the bad way. The Steelers at 3, and at 3-1, this is pretty damn good after a quarter for them. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, that's. I don't know if I would have expected them to be 3. I mean 3-1's fine, but 2-2, that's a nice start at the fourth quarter, at the first waypoint, and you got out what is a weak division. It's a surprise. The Steelers fans should be happy because that's good. I mean 3-1. The Chiefs are starting to turn it around, but of course they've been a surprise. I think they're turning it around. We'll see on Monday night. Other than that, I mean everything seems to be the way I thought it would be. The Vikings should be ashamed of themselves. Still, I don't care. It's kind of it's just weird, the decision with McCarthy and all that. They're sitting at 2-2, and they should be 1-3 if the Bears could finish a game. So
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Totally.
that's all for them.
Yeah. All right, Billy, jump in there, Bo.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with John. He was mentioning about the Steelers. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's great being a Steelers fan. You're 3-1. I mean, really, you should be 4-0. I mean, if when you look at it, Caleb Johnson doesn't, foul that kick up, and Seattle falls on it, they more than likely could have won that game too, but it is what it is. I'm going to kind of go on a different path, and it's a team that's 500. But I'm a little bit shocked is the Patriots. They're I mean they're not they're 2-2 going into week 5, and I mean I think they have the easiest strength of schedule in the AFC if I'm correct on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean I think Vrabel's got them playing pretty good. I mean they're a lot more disciplined.
Yeah.
They were 4-13 last year. I don't think they're going to be that this year. I think they're going to be better. I look at like maybe a 9-8, something like that. Other teams, I mean, I guess
give me your biggest disappointment, Billy.
Well, yeah, that's just what I was going to do.
Good.
The Jets. I mean, they're terrible. I mean, have not won a game yet. I mean, and I don't know. They're just. Granted, I know they've had some injuries too, but I mean, they're just. I don't know. If you're a Jets fan, I don't know, man. What's that guy, Fireman Ed?
Yeah, I don't think he exists
He's
anymore.
done.
Yeah.
He retired.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's no way to cheer for that team. I agree, and I thought they'd be at least semi aggressive, but they don't have talent. I mean, they just don't have the talent.
Texans are terrible. I mean, and I kind of agree with John. D'Amico Ryans. I mean, you got to be like C.J. Stroud. How is this guy did a complete 180 like he has? I mean, I just
so much.
Yeah. I mean, it's insane. So
yeah, I mean, I didn't think, and they keep trading away their offensive line. They just got rid of Cam Robinson to the Browns.
In another team, in a good way, that surprised me. Actually, I'm going to give you two teams real quick. Colts. I mean, that's what I'm saying. When you have a good running game, Danny Dimes, man. He's in a good. I don't know. I've been saying he's a good quarterback. But when you have a good
offensive coach as a coach, he's he's the one who built Jalen Hurts into what he is.
Yeah, and I tell you, another team is the even though they lost this past week, was the Bucs. Baker Mayfield can ball. That dude he's a winner. Baker's a winner. He's a tough son of a bitch. He's he's like an old throwback, type, and I like him. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
And they're a good team.
You know who he kind of looks like when he throws the ball. It kind of reminds me of Jeff Garcia.
Yeah, that's true.
That's that type of player, because Garcia, he was a baller too, man.
Yeah. Well, yeah, back when he played for the Niners, Jeff Garcia was a baller. He had a short stint with the Browns too, and but yeah, I mean, his best years, I think, were with the Niners.
I got a stat here that I found to be astounding. Since the Browns came back in '99, they've had 41 starting quarterbacks. That's an average of 1 every 10 games. That is outrageous.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, people wonder why there's no consistency there, and why they've been just terrible. It's just because it's no consistency because it's lack of consistency.
Correct.
I mean, because they're just
it's on purpose.
Well, how about head coaches too? How many head coaches have they had since '99?
Way too many, but they've had at least some stability.
I mean, you're having changes in offensive and defensive and overall team philosophy all the time. So how can a quarterback or any other player flourish in that? When year in and year out, you get a new system in every year.
And think about the Deshaun Watson thing. Just was the end. I mean, that was the worst decision he
was
possibly could make,
stupid.
and they're still paying for it.
Yeah, and that was dumb on Jimmy Haslam.
Mhm.
Stupid. He pissed a lot of owners off with that shenanigans, and you know what? He's the one suffering now for it,
Yep.
and he should be.
Yeah, it's karma, Billy. He started the
Yeah.
guaranteed money stuff.
Exactly. Karma is a karma
Yep.
is a bitch, and it's
Yep.
she usually wins too.
She's undefeated. So her and Father
Yeah.
Time are undefeated.
Yeah. So
Which is wild. All right, we're going to move on. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is where you make your dollar. Listen to these two gentlemen. You got the NFL is looking pretty good. John, you're up to 500, 10-10, and Billy, you're slaying it at 13-7. And this is where we're going to make you some money, folks. You listen to these two guys. It's going to be a good night for you. All right, so we're going to start off. We'll start off with John this time, since we started off with William in college. First game you got, John. You got the Broncos traveling across the country. Well, 3/4 away to the Eagles. The Eagles are a 3.5-point home favorite. I don't believe the line changed, but I'll give her a look. Line has not changed. Who you got?
Oh, I'm going to go with Philadelphia. I would assume they'll cover the 3.5. I like the Eagles.
William.
yeah, I like the Eagles as well. I think they'll cover too. Yep.
All right, Billy, put down that rice pilaf you're eating. You're up next, buddy. You got the Texans at the Ravens. Now, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this because I have to look at it again. Hold on, let me look at it again. The Texans, they started off as a 1.5-point road favorite. They are now a 2.5-point road favorite at the Ravens. Billy, who wins?
I'm going to go with the Ravens in this one.
Ooh.
I'm going to go with the Ravens in this one.
Billy's got the Ravens. John?
Yeah. You know what? I might too. I might go with the Ravens and Derrick Henry to have a big day. I'll go with the Ravens.
The Ravens. All right, John, put your spoon down. You're next, sir. We have the Buccaneers going to Seattle, which I think is going to be the game of the week. They're going to Seattle, and Seattle is a 3.5-point home favorite. Let's see if it's changed at all. I didn't believe it has changed. It has not changed. Who wins that?
Oh. I'm going to take the points in Tampa, and they may lose by 3, but that game's going to be close. There's no way Tampa gets blown out. I go with the Buccaneers.
William.
I'm going to go. I hate to do this too because I like this team. I'm going to go Seattle on this one.
Seattle for the win. All right, William, you're up next, sir. Next, you have it was hard to pick games this week. It really was because there weren't that many great games. Your pick, sir, is the Commanders traveling all the way across the country from Washington to Los Angeles, taking on the Chargers. Chargers were and are still a 2.5-point favorite. Washington does get back its quarterback, Jaden Daniels. However, I heard that he is wearing a brace and does not look 100%, which I don't know why they would play him because he has the rest of his career. But that's what it is, and the Chargers are a 2.5-point home favorite. Who wins, Billy?
Well, so Daniels has been confirmed he's playing, right?
Yes, and Joe Alt has a high ankle sprain. Don't think he's playing.
Okay. I think it's going to be tough traveling across the country. I think it's going to be tough. Daniels coming back, being limited with a brace, being rusty. I'm going to go with the Chargers in this one.
Chargers it is. John?
Yeah, I have to agree. Chargers.
You both lose 79,000 points. Just kidding. All right, John, you're up. Last game. You got the Chiefs, 2.5-point favorite going to the surprising Jaguars. I'm sorry, it's a 3.5-point now. The Chiefs are. They moved a point. Monday Night Football in Duval. Who wins, John?
Wasn't that great with him? And that was one of the funnier exchanges I've ever heard. No, when he was fighting with, what's his name, the defensive coordinator with the 49ers. That was great. He said he was going to end his life. That was pretty good stuff. Yeah. He probably would too. Salah would kill him.
Yeah, but Salah's 6'8".
Yeah, okay. He told me he was going to end his life. It was pretty funny stuff. Yeah. I got, you know what? I'm going to want to say Jacksonville, but I know as soon as Monday Night Football kicks off, I'd regret it. So I'm going with the Chiefs.
The Chiefs. William.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Chiefs. I mean, I just.
Any reasoning?
Well, they looked a lot better against the Ravens, and I think they're back. I think that they're They've got some things figured out, and I just don't think Jacksonville's that good of a team. I mean, I just they're a pretty poor 3-1 team if you ask me.
Okay. All right. Ding, ding, ding. Bonus pick. Here we go. The Patriots at the Bills. Bills are 7.5-point favorite. William, who do you have?
Well, that's a tough one. I'm
Sunday Night Football.
I mean, I don't know. People say about the Bills, they've been having trouble beating bad teams. I don't know. I think the Bills are still going to be able to beat these guys.
Bills it is.
Yeah.
John, what you got?
I like the Bills to cover this one. I think there's a lot of talk about this guy being like Josh Allen, and I think I have a feeling, and they're going to wear their fun uniforms. You'll get to see their whiteout uniforms. So all that happening, Bills cover.
Yeah. Ooh, I like that. I didn't know that. All right, Bills cover. All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Head right now to whatever app you like. We're sponsored by. We have no sponsor for betting. It's a really cool sponsor. We don't pay them anything. They don't pay us anything, so it works out well. So enjoy your games this weekend. You got the Niners and Rams right now, and do the Rams look good? No, they don't actually. Niners are way better. But anyway, enjoy your football and have lots of fun. And we'll be back next Thursday. And lights out button.